Well, the line of complaints was longer than the line in the so-called lobby. The new MIQ system still only had 3,200 rooms and about 27,000 people wanting them. Another 7,000 rooms are going to be released before the end of the year, so there is some hope, I guess. One of those in line was Penny Smith. Penny and her husband are in Sydney and had flights booked before the bubble burst, and they've been trying to get home ever since. And she is with us. Penny, morning to you.
Hello there, good to talk to you.
How did yesterday go for you as an experience?
Totally demoralising, and I was shaking at the end of it all because my life's in limbo at the moment. We're living in a hotel. We're just Kiwis who had a bit of a life experience in Australia, and we planned to come back. We had our normal tickets booked, and unfortunately now we're literally stuck. All our furniture's in New Zealand, car is in New Zealand, the cat's in New Zealand, but we can't get there, and it's sickening.
How long have you been in this predicament?
We had flights booked for the 9th of September. And our household furniture got shipped out from July. So we've kind of been camping in the rental accommodation for the last few weeks. That's fine because that's part of the process. We'd anticipated that. Yeah. But the fact that we're now living in a hotel in Sydney, which is in the top 3 most expensive cities in the world, we're not a luxury hotel by any means. It's beautiful, but it's not where we want to be. And feeling like you're locked out of your own country when we're fully vaccinated, we're good people, we've paid taxes our whole lives, got a lot to contribute still. I do volunteer work, all that kind of good stuff. And we feel like we're not wanted, and it's a horrible feeling. I'm not trying to have a holiday. We didn't take a risk in being here in the first place. It's not a luxury travel. We're just trying to come home. And, you know, we're still Kiwis. We didn't change citizenship. We're still proud Kiwis. We wouldn't change.
It's an interesting thing. I mean, my daughter's in the same position. I mean, she's stuck the same way that you are, and she's in Melbourne. But look, here's your problem. There's no way round it, is there? I mean, until you have the same number of rooms as you have the same number of people, there's always someone going to be missing out, isn't there?
You're absolutely right. And I mean, they're talking about doing home quarantine. I'm not sure how that would work when we literally have no home to go back to. Maybe we can still do it in a hotel and we'll pay. We don't care. I heard one of the Cook Strait ferries is in Sydney getting fixed. We feel like going down to the port with a big sign around our neck saying, "Take me with you." You know, people are chartering flights at $70,000 per aeroplane and trying to get like 10 people at $7,000 each to get home. People... Right. You know, people are desperate, and I know there's medical reasons. There's people that have with terminal illnesses. By all means, get them home first. I'm not saying put me first, but I just feel the genuine Kiwis that were already planning on coming back home again have kind of been forgotten about with all the holiday makers and the Christmas is coming up and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But the frustration for, I think, most of us, Penny, is that the system could run better. And there's plenty of people who, I mean, you could run it on a point system. You could use all the rooms that you're not using. ACT have got an idea, for example, that you've set up all the hotels around the country that aren't being used that want to. They get a license to be an MIQ facility, and you do a spit test every day and you arrive double vaccinated. And, you know, there's a lot of answers that they're just not pursuing is essentially the problem, isn't it?
Yes, and I think medically and just scientifically so much has progressed, and I know Delta put a totally different spin on things, and that's pretty much why we are where we are, literally. But we're double vaccinated. We've got Pfizer, just like all the Kiwis back home. You know, I'll take a test every day. I don't care. I'll go through whatever hoops they want us to jump through. We'll pay more money if we have to. God knows it's costing us enough already. But being literally shut out and knowing that you're one of many people in that same predicament or worse, my life is literally on hold. I mean, we'd resigned from our jobs, we've given notice. It takes time to organise everything too. And that's another reason why we're in a hotel, because we would literally leave in half an hour. If you said, "Penny, I've got a way of getting you home," I'm like, "Cool, here I am, take me."
Oh dear, so you're going to be back in the lobby for the 7,000 rooms before the end of the year?
You think?
What are you going to... I don't want to be a downer, but what are you going to do if you don't get a room before Christmas, before the end of the year? What literally are you going to do?
Okay, so our logic is we know there'll be more rooms released, so there's MIQ. We know that they're looking at home quarantine. We know that the bubble is going to be revisited in 8 weeks' time. So all we can do is hope, really hope that something is going to work out in our favour. I mean, we really thought being vaccinated would help, and that's not enough right now, but things are still progressing. And, I mean, what do we do otherwise? We don't really have much option.
Can't do anything else, can you? Love it. We'll stay in touch with you, Penny. Nice to talk with you, and I wish you well. You're in the same cart of seemingly tens of thousands of others. Penny
Does she need someone to help look after the cat?
Yeah, where's the cat? I assume the cat's okay. It's like you hear the frustration in their voice, and the thing is, there's no singular magic bullet answer. I think we all accept that.